Time for Power Profile, sponsored by Salis Marineware.
You know, there's a reason why most fishing boats are around 18 feet long. It's so they can be trailered easily to different lakes. Now, not all these lakes have the same fish in them, so they're classified as what's called a multi-species. And this week on Power Profile, we're going to take a look at one of the leaders, a tracker Targav17.
The first bass tracker was introduced in 1978 when Bass Pro Shops founder Johnny Morris wanted to start offering the first fish-ready boat package. It's on this solid foundation and values that have helped Tracker grow to one of the best sellers in North America, and it's easy to see why. To this day, each tracker is sold ready to fish, and this Targa V17 is rigged for some serious angling. The V17 easily seats 5 people, and the seats can be interchanged between the 7 bases throughout the boat. The cockpit itself is carpet lined with a vinyl floor to make cleanup a snap. Boarding is a breeze by stepping onto the aft casting deck, and immediately there is a massive 29-gallon live well with drop-in bait bucket in the other compartment. The seats are clamshell style that are just as comfortable as they look and have a mesh pouch on the back for various gear. In the gunnels, there's large storage to hold rods up to 7 feet long, with 4 rod holders for trolling or easy access when underway. There's storage compartments in the midship that lifts on gas struts, and the co-pilot gets to play DJ as the Jensen CD stereo is hidden in the dash, along with a cooler right beside. The helm is curvy, simple, and clutter-free, with 2 large gauges, a Lowrance fish and depth finder, and all the switches right at hand. The Targa also comes with an 8-amp battery charger, so what all this means is you can focus more on fishing with less distractions. The storage theme continues up in the bow with a compartment in the walk-through and another large 29-gallon live well and bait well, along with more storage flanking the seat base. Needless to say, there's plenty of room for your gear. The Minn-Kota trolling motor will help you sneak up on the fish in stealth as well. The Targa is not without creature comforts though, like the stainless steel cup holders, 12-volt outlet, and very plush backrests. On the dual-welded 25-inch transom is where you'll find the 90-horsepower Optimax 2-stroke outboard that also has room for a kicker. And there's even a reboarding ladder and mini platform in case you decide to take a dip. If the 90 horsepower isn't enough pep for you, the V17 can handle up to a 135 to really get you to the fish in a hurry. And as every fisherman knows, their boat must perform as well on the water as it does in the fishing hole, so it's time to head out and put this Targa through its paces.
Tracker Marine prices their boats low to get people out on the water fishing. You don't lose build quality. The hull on the Targa V17 is a 2-piece 100-gauge all-welded deep V hull, meaning it's solid enough to handle any lake you put it on.
The deep V hull and 19-degree dead rise also helps cut into the waves should the water get rough. And although we had optimal conditions today, I wasn't the least concerned it wouldn't stand up to the worst. Cruising along, the Targa rode confidently high out of the water, and the reverse chine channeled the water away for a dry ride. The reverse chine also adds to superb handling, and sure enough, in turns, the V17 comes right around as the deep V digs in and keeps the water to the motor. The 90-horse Optimax is a classic, reliable pairing for this boat. These motors are one of the reasons why Tracker's prices are low, in a good way. They continue to lead the market in performance and fuel efficiency. The whole shot from 0 to 20 was 7.1 seconds, and we cruised at a comfortable 22 miles per hour at 3,500 RPM, and topped out at a more than impressive 37.4 miles per hour at 5,200 RPM. And while these aren't bass boat numbers, they're very solid performance numbers for a very solid fishing package.
The aluminum multi-species fish boat is arguably one of the most competitive classes, and Tracker continues to be a leader. This Targa comes out of the factory practically ready to fish and on a color matching trailer to boot, so it's easy to see why.